Killer fish. Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Reza Gaming. Welcome back. Some more oxygen not included. Hope you're doing well. Thetical Flyer 97. You're indeed first today. You're actually first. That's always nice when it happens. Yeah, let's do a bit better than we did yesterday. Let's not kill anyone today. Let's send the rocket in the right direction. Now the fish are all having fun, I see. They are also glad it is cooler. The stream gets hot enough when it's not actually hot, so yeah. But first of all, thank you very much, everyone. We've hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is a momentous occasion. The big 300. Onwards and upwards. Let's keep going. Yeah, so on the docket for today, we're trying to grow more Pinpokets. Hey, that rhymes. I didn't even need for that to rhyme. We're heating this polluted water up slowly to get it to 40 degrees C, so these things will grow slowly. And then we should actually get some Pinpoket out of this, which we'll use to make some diamond, to make the rest of these panels, and keep making more things, and then we're going to make uni, and we're going to go find the Sap Tree planet, which is actually this one. I checked this map in debug mode this time, not the wrong map, which made me think it was over here. So that's that. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a few things. We're gonna have to go grab the oxalite. There is a fair bit of oxalite in there, so that's good. We did have to refuel the oxalite canister there. Let's go back in here. This is still full of oxygen, so it is going to give people popped eardrums. That's not great. I don't think we actually need the crafting station, but I'm not sure what else to put here. We don't need any more data banks. I don't really want to do any research at the moment. I don't want to use the power. We do need to put the loader back in, though. For sure. We had to take this rocket apart because we ran out of power banks for a pilot. We are definitely going to have to get that sorted out. That's okay. In the meantime, we'll keep trying to grab more polluted water. That's on the cards. I want to send as many Pinpoket to the Sap Tree planet as possible. I'm doubtful we're going to actually fill this whole tank with polluted water by the time we're done with this run. We're grabbing it from everywhere we can, but there just isn't a lot. There is a lot over here. I'm probably going to have to start pumping it out of here as well. I might have to do a few different... let's see, this could be zinc. We might have to make a few different vents, actually. That would probably be a decent idea. Let's do 2 vents. That's better than 1. We'll set up some of this to start to make me feel better. And then we will go and we'll get the rocket going. That's fine. I will send this underneath. There's going to be all sorts of pipe spaghetti going on, but this is late in the run, so I don't really care about that. They've been doing alright. I've been kind of mistreating them just a tad. Definitely check out yesterday's VOD. Lots of drama, lots of chaos. I'm doing well, Charlie Kelly. I haven't got my other computer today, so if I missed out on a YouTube comment, that's why. I don't mean to be ignoring you guys. Now, here's a question. Are there buried Pinpoket in any of these tiles? Or Pinpoket seeds? I'm imagining not. I haven't seen any. Wow, this water's actually flowing out over here. Oh, that's because the ice is melting. Well, that's not good. Maybe I'll lock this one for now, then. No, that's not a good idea either. If we get water in here, this is a real problem. Oh, it's because we have a single blob of mercury here. Well, that needs to get mopped up. That's fine. Hello, Quantum, sorry. Yes, Red died. We let someone die. That was not very cash money. I did actually say I was going to print a new dupe, and we have got an end wire. We do need crop tending, so this is fine. We'll just roll on like nothing happened. So let's give you booster slots. I probably should just make more crop tending boosters for you. Let's make 2 more. In fact, actually, let's make 6 more. And a suit training booster and a swim hack booster. Then, let's see. You can have a pink unitard to match the other red wiredos. And you can have a suit right away because I don't want any chaos. And then priorities, you are just... Wait! Wait a minute. He's got the Bionic bug. Well, I don't want to do that then. Do I swap someone out for crop tending? I think that's probably the case. Let's do that. I'm just going to give you a load of strength boosters then. And I will adjust your hat. Normally I like to take the ones with the agriculture debuff, but this is actually a case where I probably shouldn't have done it. That's fine. We are moving stuff around. This isn't the end of the world. Okay. We'll fill you up with miscellaneous things that we get from the other Bionic duplicant. I'm sure they'll be fine. We had a real problem with our dupes getting irradiated by the wrecked satellite because they're getting into this tank while we're setting everything up via the satellite. So if we actually look at the radiation map mode, there's a big gap in here, which is sending a load of radiation through, and they love to stand in it. We don't actually need any more research, which is why I'm cutting this off for now. So I'm actually going to seal this with lead tiles. Because we don't want to let the radiation through this gap. Jafar, I don't know how on earth you meet the water requirements for irrigating these Pinpokets. Yeah, irrigating them, yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is they don't actually require irrigation. They just need a fixed amount as atmosphere. The only food they require is the refined carbon, and they only require a very small quantity. So it's literally just a case of filling the tank up. Now, what I do want to do, before we get much further, I do want to insulate this whole bit. So we're actually going to get rid of the fire pole, which is very sad, but I think the dupes are fast enough it won't matter. So please do go ahead and do that right away. I will also get you to build a wire over here. And I'm going to relax for a little bit and keep working on these guys. Keep working on the base just to make sure that nobody's having any persistent issues, because man, oh man, were they having some yesterday. Now, what I could do as well, let's get rid of this. I will put one here. In fact, actually, if I put you here, I can get rid of this. And then I'm going to tile this whole bit up so that we can actually just dig here and let the polluted water out this way. I get it now. I confuse it with tubulars. Yeah, no worries. Like, there are just random blobs of polluted water. My plan of getting the dupes to bring it over via bottle emptiers, well, it's kind of working. Can't really complain. I'm not auto-bottling it yet. We'll auto-bottle it later. But yeah, if we're actually trying to keep the heat in, it is leaking out here. I'm not sure how much of a heat leak this actually is, but I don't want to know. We're still going to make these insulated tiles out of granite, just because I want to make sure that they don't break from liquid pressure no matter what. We should end up with quite a lot of liquid pressure down here. But yeah, frankly, we want a lot of dupes. Also, we do actually have the crop tending boosters getting made. That's good. You're currently making the swim hack booster. That's also good. Let's go find Eduardo. Are you the Eduardo? You are. You need the special suit. Which is... the ducky. There you go. But yeah, I'm going to keep printing a lot more Bionic dupes. We'll get George and Minnow off this asteroid permanently. Oh look, the chlorine keeps rising up. Is that good? I think that means that we're filling the asteroid with carbon dioxide. I probably shouldn't actually be running this, considering we're trying to get the slicksters to deal with it, right? That was the intent. This is actually blocked up because none of these are growing because they're too hot. Well, I'm going to add some ice temperature plates then. It's probably not a good idea. Well, if I do that, then I'm just going to cut this pump off, because we've got the polluted water coming from other places now. I don't think we need a huge amount of stuff going on here. So yeah, build those, priority 9, and we'll get these running again so that the organic dupes can actually go to the bathroom, because I'm pretty sure they've been peeing themselves. And I know we said we want polluted water, but I don't want that polluted water. We're actually out of hydrogen here now. I'm going to set this to 0, and we're going to vacuum this, and then we might be able to get in here and fix this. Not that that's a huge priority anymore. Storage unavailable. Oh, I see. You still need to build this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not rushing around today. That being said, we will go to speed 2. Carrie, actually! Hello. Hope you're doing well. What's going on in your world? Are you playing Oxygen Not Included today? I think you were. I can't remember. I was very busy at work today. Which is good. Trying Factorio? Nice. Very nice. We'll have to give that a try at some point, but we have plenty of stuff going on here, so... yeah, it's going okay. We're getting a big tank full of Pinpokets together, and it's awful. Some of them are growing. This is good. some of them are not growing. We've got some tepidizers to try and help out, but the other thing is we're actually trying to run this with petroleum generators. Well, a petroleum generator. We made a load of biodiesel from all of our guys. Our Gyorgos actually died out. They've repopulated, but it looks like they're taking the mucus damage. That's not good at all. When they take the mucus damage, it makes them much slower. So I need to find a bottle of naphtha and put it in here. The naphtha is all getting pumped out by this thing. There is a tile here, but they're not really reaching it quickly enough. Is that actually a problem? Probably. I need to find more naphtha. Can I actually put this on the list? Yeah, the issue is we've got this cold enough now that we're intentionally producing polluted water instead of steam. But the issue with that is the liquids aren't behaving properly. I probably need a blob of naphtha right here and for them to stop shuffling it over this way. So I think I'm just going to have to add naphtha to the list. So let's have a look. Well, I need more than that. Yeah, temperature plates are melting, that's fine. There's some naphtha. Okay, so relocate that. I'm pretty sure we just pumped it straight up here. So I need you to empty that over here. The dupes were stressing out. They're now no longer stressing out, so that's really good. I don't think anyone's on the sleep schedule, so that's really good. Yeah, we've had a chaotic time with things, if I'm going to be really honest. What I will actually do... I think I will actually put a metal tile here. That seems reasonable. And then I might actually remove this one so they can get in this pocket a bit more easily. Once they get dehydrated, they get a lot slower. Well, I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. I want the naphtha to stay at the bottom, and I want the polluted water to just get on top so we can pump it out. That's what I want. But yeah, we need them to make more slime again so we can actually make more biodiesel again. We're also actually going to turn all of our gunk into regular gear balm to get more polluted water that way. So that might be fun. We've got 12 sticks to eggs over here. I believe this ranch is actually going to sort itself out now. We're going to get more oil as well. What I will do is I will heat this up to the point where they start making petroleum once we've got enough eggs. And then we'll sort them out with that. Oh, actually, here's something to consider. We've got some long hair slicksters that we're putting in the base. And they are probably eating some of the oxygen too. So I probably need to release a bit more oxygen from this at some point. We'll see. We still need to get our slickster numbers up though. That's what I'm aiming for, really. Go down here. They're not actually fleeing yet because, well, they're not drowning yet. I think that will get sorted in time. Right, you melted. So you're actually too cold at the moment, but you'll sort yourselves out quickly. You did relocate that, so I'm going to need you to empty this now so that these guys can actually get over here. I'm going to need you to build this tile pretty quickly. We think of fluid corals versus hydro generators. I mean, electrolyzers as source of oxygen. Hello, Bane. Fluid corals are really efficient at turning salt water into oxygen. There's no question about that. The main thing is, you have to feed them salt water, and it has to be cooler than the saltwater geyser. So you have to invest power into cooling your salt water, right? Obviously, the beacons and the fluid corals are really good, but it costs power. If you're doing the electrolyzer, you're getting less oxygen out, but you're getting a lot more power because you can run microchip-tuned hydrogen generators. So it depends what you need. If you need more power, generally, you want the electrolyzers. If you need more oxygen, you do the fluid corals. We're definitely in a situation where we need more power, generally, so that's why we're doing electrolyzers. Which was a bit of a weird conclusion to reach. Also, we kind of did it last time, and I thought it'd be boring if I did the same thing all the time. But I think there are legitimate reasons to do it as we are doing it. Yeah, we've got a pump there. I believe we've actually got a pump here, but this is for the pinch of peppers. I want to leave this because this is hot, polluted water. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. They're actually fleeing from the squids. That's interesting. Well, the good news is they haven't been able to get in here. That's good. But we've intentionally turned the heat down. We've got them only running the galena for the refined metal production at the moment. So that should not... Okay, it looks like we're actually going to get some naphtha over here now. So these guys should moisturize themselves a bit better. And then the polluted water should slowly flood over here, I think. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're trying to build a pump in here as well. Can I... Okay, let's actually see what the priority list is. It's mostly a load of 5s now. I'm quite keen. Let's see. This pipe is pretty full. So I probably actually should hook this up to a different pipe. But what I think might actually be easier... Yeah, it's going to be kind of annoying to send it that way. We're only getting dregs from the guild goes at the moment. Frankly, I think a lot of it is still actually boiling. I'll get them to build this one first. Let's make this priority 8. We'll get that over there. We built all those tiles, so let's actually build all the insulated tiles. I think it's important to make sure that the Pinpokets we have are actually growing. Because Pinpokets grow so slowly that the actual time it's going to take to multiply them is significant. So we should just do that, actually. Yeah, we don't want any more research for now. Oh, there's the pump. There's the friggin' polluted water vent here. Yeah, well, that would be good. That's dormant. We knew that was dormant. I think what I'm going to have to do... So I'm sending excess polluted water to the ore hulls. But what I should actually do is I should send the rest of it on that pipe as well. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we can actually get a third pipe, because this is from the geyser. There should be a lot of polluted water. Yeah, we could try that. Now, this is not going to be very organized. But that's fine. Yeah, have fun building that. And then that pipe is going up here. I think the idea is we're just going to have lots of continuously running pipes. So that one's going to go there, that one's going to go there. And then you can cut that off. Okay, so in theory that should be 30 kilograms per second of polluted water. That should be good. What is going on with the fleeing? Are you are you trying to come in here? I think they may be trying to come in here. We have a lot of poke shells in here now. In fact, it's so many that we actually can't get this sorted out. These guys are going to starve to death before they cool down, by the way. That's not actually what I wanted. Yeah, okay. This isn't running. Well, I'm going to need that to run. Otherwise, we're never going to get this cold. We just don't have a lot of power, that's the problem. Hello, Julie Pixels, hope you're doing well. What are you up to today? Yeah, power is a little bit low because we're mostly just running on natural gas generators at the moment. They are tuned up, but our hydrogen from the cool steam vent is out. This is going to activate again soon, so I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. We've actually turned off a couple of less critical consumers, like the bleachstone hoppers. To try and get things sorted out. Maybe we'll activate them again when we're done, maybe we won't. We're still trying to get rid of all this random chlorine we let out into the base, so that's fun. But yeah, we will launch the Biodiesel Rocket and do more space travel, but I am keen to get them to build the rest of this, and I'm very keen to get them to insulate this room so that these can keep growing, because this isn't going to be able to run all the time. How the fishies doing? My fish is doing fine. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Fishies in this game is a bit questionable. The ore hulls are... The branch splitting up the kelp holes and the ore hulls was not the solution. I will find a better way to do this. The better way to do this is to just have the kelp holes in here and then harvest them and turn them into nori. And then you can fertilize these properly. Because we've got a farm up here, so this is a stable and a greenhouse. But to actually harvest the kelp holes, we just had the ore holes appear here. But obviously, we can't actually automate dropping them in the room properly when they keep going between the rooms. So, it's not great. I'll put it that way. We're out of polluted dirt. Wait, we're actually out of polluted dirt? This pipe needs to be running. That's what needs to be happening. Oh, I get it. Hold on. I do actually get it. This is obligate, so if the bathrooms are feeding everything in here... Really? Why aren't you cooling down? Did those ice temperature plates not actually work? That's kind of crazy. Or am I just feeding these really, really hot polluted water? I honestly think we did the... No, we're not. This is fine. I'll put another ice temperature plate in here. Yeah, I honestly think we did the ore holes better the last time. Oh, don't dump the polluted water in here. No. If anything, I want you to grab it out of here. Yeah, no, they are a challenge. There's a reason I haven't done all the Sandbox Showcase videos on them yet. I'll be very keen once we actually start multiplying these up. But these ones are actually nearly grown, so that's somewhat reassuring. We can give our new... Hold on. Our new dupe gets the booster. So I need to remove your current booster. And then give you... You should appear on the menu now. Yeah, give you your swim hack booster. And then we made the crop tending boosters. So this means someone else is going to switch off. I think it's probably going to be... Is it going to be you? Yeah, it's going to be you. So Jaffa is going to become the farmer. Yeah, here you go. Then priorities, you are going to farm. Because we need max agriculture guys. We need max agriculture guys so we can maximize the amount of seeds we get. And then, yeah, Eduardo... We have a lot of Eduardos. You're going to get tidying, supplying, storing. Sounds good. Trying to automate the critter count has eluded me. Yeah, we'll figure it out. How many gear bombs have we made? You shouldn't actually be using the gear bombs normally. Yeah. I don't think this is actually going to cool down properly. We did fill this room with ethanol successfully, so let's actually go ahead and dump it in here now then. Does that actually let it all out from over here? Not really. I think I'll have to bypass this, but that's why I built this pipe, so that's fine. Yeah, get these running again and see what happens. That should give us some more polluted dirt. Good luck with that. In the 5,000 cycles playthrough, I had some Pacus and trying to balance the numbers in a larger pool was yikes. Yeah, I can imagine. That's ridiculous. Oh, you need to be set to eggs. No wonder this isn't working properly. We had to rebuild this because of reasons, I think. Yeah, that's going to have to go there. I think it's because this auto sweeper was reaching this loader. It was just recycling the eggs over and over. It's not good. You need an aquatic critter sensor. Oh, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. So we're just going to wait things out a bit while we're getting this filled up. We're getting our power sources back online. Obviously, we'll keep building all this stuff to do with pumping polluted water everywhere. What else can be priority 9? I believe you've actually already done everything I told you to do over there, so that's good. Still got some... Oh, you can't reach that, can you? That would have been, silly. I could put a ladder here for now. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But yeah, we're powering these tapodizers independently because we really need these to grow. You need some way to connect 2 critter sensors to have a total count. I agree that would also solve automating puff princes. Yeah, what we did on the Dartle Sandbox Showcase video is we used a critter drop-off for the puffs, and we used a dropper for the dartles. And because the dartles were so small, we had a bit of leeway with excess critters in the room. So that worked out pretty well. Dartles and squeaky puffs. Now, how much glass do we actually need? Do we still need more glass? Maybe. Not a huge amount more glass. I'll let you keep running these for now, but this probably not be that relevant later. I would like to replace the ones that are made out of diamond. If I have any of these that are actually queued up with diamond, then I can replace them. Yeah, I think I will do that. So, this row. Because we still actually want to use diamond for the drills because we're using the natural gas for our power. And we did store up a lot of natural gas. But I don't really want to use it all unless we absolutely need to. Right, this row is all diamond as well, so I'll cancel you. And then you can make these. It is quite satisfying putting these down. And then this one is diamond, glass, diamond, diamond. Okay, so we can cancel these. Cancel those. I know they've loaded up a load of zinc. It's alright. No, that one's not the right position. Yeah, that's okay. We actually had enough glass to do all of that, so that's good. The dropper-drop-off combo is a good intermediate solution. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Someone actually had a comment on the Plug Slug video, and I realize now that I'm more comfortable with handling droppers for wall climbing critters. In that video, I just had a long conveyor line that was full of eggs, and I think the plan was just to leave it full of eggs, and I don't think I realized that all the eggs were going to crack on the conveyor rail. So I may revisit that video at some point with the main change, possibly the only change, would be that I would have a different system of adding and removing plug slugs. I didn't want to add a critter drop-off to the room because it was 3 tiles, and I wanted each room to have 1 slug in it and to fit everything needed for that 1 slug in there. Wait, a Jorbo egg? This could be interesting. Do something with that, maybe. I'll have to have a think. Is that interesting in this run? I know I said I was going to investigate them generally, but are we kind of past the point where I actually want to do that in this run? Oh, this should be a farm tile too, actually, now I think about it. Okay, I probably shouldn't have told you to priority 9 all of those. Oh, you know what? Just do it. If you built them all, you might as well build them all now. And then as the liquid level fills up, we can remove these ladders. Yes, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your work. It's definitely a little bit calmer today. That's good. This liquid pipe has not worked for a while. Why not? I'll just remake you out of, I don't know, aluminium. We do actually have some aluminium. Did you just never build this? I think they just never built that. Okay. I think the adults Are the adults moving over? I don't know. I'm not seeing any babies down here, but equally, I haven't really been looking. One more long hair, that's okay. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it when I misclick in the door and then I have to actually go back here and redo it all over again. Long hairs have extremely beautiful and luxurious coats. There we go. What's going on over here? Everyone's hyped? Nice. Yeah, keep consuming this chlorine as it moves up. We don't actually need... I'll put the farm task here as well. We don't actually need this ladder and fire pole combo. So I will just get you to remove all of these, and I think we should have enough dash assault lines now that we can do this. So go ahead and remove those. Yeah, now this is properly insulated. I've got hope that we're actually gonna get that sorted. We're actually getting some more hot polluted water in here now. I could dream. The naphtha has all been shoved in this mesh tile, apparently. Well, that's probably a sign I should actually remove this mesh tile. I don't think it's needed anymore. If we've got the metal tile here, that should be fine. I do quite like that we just got this little blob of polluted water that's just hanging out. I also think what I actually need to do is I need to automate these with a hydro sensor because this is not a good situation. In fact, actually... Where would I even put the hydro sensor? There's not a good spot for it. But all I know is that this is wasting a lot of power because these are running when they're not in liquid. Maybe I should just have them turn on for a little bit. Maybe if I just have it be timed for now. Yeah, if we priority 9 that, maybe I'll do that now. Oh, what am I going to drink today? Oh, whoops. I forgot to put dinner in the... or tomorrow's lunch in the fridge. I will be right back. Let me go sort that out. Okay. Cooking. Basically, I think I'm just gonna run this. I'm gonna run this not very often, and then we're just gonna adjust this as the amount of liquid in here increases. I'm not expecting any liquid in here, actually. I think the only liquid I'm expecting is to come out this way. I'm gonna turn you off for now. We'll get you pumping properly later. George is swimming around in here, picking up all the glader. Oh, look, there's a Pinpoket here. Yeah, you should probably harvest that. Okay. You're still generating some power, that's good. The eggs ended up over here. That's kind of odd. Well, okay, let's examine the temperature situation. So, everything that is green is good. So, I think we're actually at the point where we can plant a fairly large amount of these. So let's actually copy settings. Oh, I can't because we haven't got the thing. Okay, I did know that. That's fine. Right, these are consuming the bathroom flow. The rest of this polluted water is coming up here. This is coming up here. Okay, so we are actually dumping a lot more polluted water in here now. This is good. This fills me with hope. And then, as the liquid level climbs, I can start replacing these plastic ladders. We've already talked about all of that. Now, the conveyor receptacles, I've hooked them up to this bit here. I think what we will do is we will actually... let's see. How much refined carbon do we have? We have 38 tons of refined carbon, so... I'll tell you what. Let's actually... I know this is a bit lame. Let's actually just put a conveyor loader here. No. No, I'll do it the proper way. Let's see. Kilns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then dig this. And then we'll put a auto sweeper here. And then I'll put a conveyor loader here. And then that's going to feed in here, which is going to be where we dump all of the refined carbon. But I did leave a big pile of it here as well. So... Now, what if I do this? Does that work? That does work. Okay, so what I'll actually do is remove these two ladder segments. I'll put an auto sweeper here as well. And that can capture all of that stuff. That seems good to me. So this is all going to get run off of this wire again. And then you can make refined carbon out of coal. I guess that's not a super high priority, actually. But we will do it at some point. Okay. I'll get you to sweep all of this as well. Because I don't want to deal with any of that. A load of random oxygen up here. I probably should actually extract this high pressure oxygen out of here at some point, but I can't be bothered. Charlie Kelly is at work. That's good. Yeah, this is a pretty large amount of polluted water we're dumping in here now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I guess it's going to take a lot of power to run all those pumps. Right, so this is going to be refined carbon. There you go. Yeah, you're actually going to have to run. There you go. And then we can actually fill up these conveyor receptacles. And that should happen pretty quickly, I think. And then we shouldn't need to manually feed these guys anymore. So that should save our dupes a bit of time as well. Because the thing is, the storages in these hydroponic farms for the refined carbon are really small. So we don't really want that. What was overheating? That's weird. Yeah, you're nearly grown. Good. And then these are going to pick up all the Pinpoket, and then we're going to payload them over. So the next thing to do is probably actually to make the payload launcher, right? We did research this. Let's make this out of steel. I don't want to put it too far away from the rocket, but I don't want to put it too close either. This seems like a decent spot. We are very much going to be sending the Pinpoket up this way. Now, there's a neat way of sending this conveyor, and there's a non-neat way of sending this conveyor, and I think we're going to do the non-neat way. So, that could go like this. Yeah, in fact, actually, yeah, remove this, and then I'll send it this way. Now, I think I actually do just want to send it this way as well, so that's fine. Probably shouldn't actually be making that as zinc at this point, but that's okay. Okay, you know what? Actually, this is all iron. We are literally going through an iron biome. I should definitely be making this out of iron, just to save them some effort. And then that space exposed, so let's actually just do these tiles first, and then that'll be okay. Am I actually going to send anything other than Pinpoket to the planet? Probably. I should probably build in the option to do that. This is a bit silly, though. Okay, you know what? We have loads of materials, don't we? This is silly, so I'm probably just going to put... Let's see, I don't really want this liquid to leak out. I think I'm just going to do a ladder here and call it a day. I know it's not exactly kosher, but that's fine. Right, and then you can make that... Well, I'll wait until they build these tiles, and then we'll get to work on this. This wire I'm going to connect over here. I'm going to make this steel. And then the rest of it could be gold. That's probably fine. Yeah, go ahead and build all of that. This could be priority 9 as well, because that's annoying me. I'm beginning to think we should have actually set this up with the micronutrient fertilizers. Getting all of the I mean, this is the sort of thing that's going to scale up exponentially, isn't it? Like, once we actually start harvesting Pinpokets, we're going to get more seeds. We do have one that we can grab now, so let's just put it here. Then I actually think any of them up to this bit we can do as well. Yeah. These ones probably not yet. Well, actually, I think they're close enough. Let's do it. See how that goes. You guys have a couple less errands now, so maybe you're not going to take forever on this. Let's reset this. So manual use only, sweep only, priority 9. Definitely put oxalate in here. We also want power banks. I'll get a little bit of plastic in here, but I think we have enough data banks now. This isn't really an issue unless we want to do a load of printercepting. Tallow gear balm, definitely. We want a load of tallow gear balm in here. Or actually, maybe just regular gear balm. We don't really have a use for the regular gear balm, so we'll just put it in here. We don't necessarily need the morale. Ooh, a Megaphron spore. Oh, wait! A Megaphron spore! That's actually kind of huge. You queue up a bunch of rad pills in that rocket. You know what? You're right. That's what I was going to do. I was going to turn this into an apothecary and put a load of coal in here and make a load of rad pills. Yeah, why not? And that oxalate could go up here, and then that's not going to off-gas because it's not going to be covered in liquid. So that's probably a good thing. Why is there not an oxyscods in the aquatic pack? There is. But I wanted to have a big lump of debris in here. Well, actually, I'm not sure there is. Hold on. It's one of those build... Let's actually have a look. So research sconce. That's a fun word, isn't it? Sconce. Yeah, it is frosty only. If we have a look... So this is made by the Oxalite Refinery, the Alveo Vero, the Dense Puffed. There's nothing in the Aquatic Planet Pack that makes Oxalite, so... That's probably why they don't have it in the Aquatic Planet Pack. Let's go find some coal before we turn it all into... Oh, wait, actually, that's a good point. We're turning it all into refined carbon. That's probably not a good long-term plan. Well, I mean, it's a plan for here. I'll set these to priority 1. And then I'll get rid of the refined carbon on this one. Because we don't really need that anymore. I don't think we're going to need the workbench in here. The only thing is, we will need someone with medical fabrication. Right? I could give Yang a medical booster. That's probably not the end of the world. Go find some more plastic. Dude. Already knowing that. You guys adults now. You are adults. So the problem with this is, until this unit here actually floods with oil, they're going to feel pretty comfortable sitting in this bit. So I am actually going to have to relocate you manually to fill this to start with. Which is... okay. That will do for now. So let's make that a yellow alert. I do recall mentioning that I consider hatch ranching a mandatory part of keeping Dupes around to feed radpill production. I was talking about it anyways, doing the fossil dig site with them. We also do actually have the Printerceptor almost... Oh, we just used it. Well, we can get the Printerceptor to give us a hatch today. That's probably fine. I'm going to get this priority 9 too. Who's gunking? We actually out of gunk again? Do I need you to... Oh, I think I need you to build all of this. True, okay. I want to start actually dumping the gunk out of these tanks. Making a few gear bombs now. That's good. I'll get you to sweep this as well. There's a lot of random liquids here. You know, from all the times we gunked ourselves. Isn't that fun? Yeah, grab that, grab that. Grab this. Grab that. I've got random ethanol in here. That's kind of weird. What about naturally planted exuberant Pinpokets? They work exactly the same without having to fertilize them. Yeah, we just have to put the radiation in there somehow. How would we do that in here? Radiation in polluted water. They can't hang out in nuclear waste. You could make uranium tiles. You could totally do that and surround them with uranium tiles. Dump the gunk in space. No, we're making it into gear bombs so that we can get more polluted water. This just gives us bottles of polluted water that we can dump in here. That's what we're doing with that, but that probably means I'll maybe need to make more than one apothecary. Yeah, you're actually automatically delivering now, and you have actually been harvested, so that's good. Yeah, you planted that one here. Oh. This water's all cold now. Maybe don't plant it here for now, then. You can plant the rest of these zones. Yeah, no, as tempting as it is to do a gunk boiler, I think I realized that... Keep doing these dash assault lines. I don't think the Megaphron is going to be around here for long enough for this to be relevant. No, I didn't want to do the gunk boiler because we don't have access to thermium, and it would be kind of annoying. So, not really interested in it this time. Minnow, let's see. We just get you all the generic skills that everyone will want. Seems reasonable to me. Yeah. So, okay, so let's put our objective back into perspective. So we've got 874 tiles with 3 full pipes of polluted water. We're filling a tile every 30 seconds-ish. So that's going to take about 30,000 seconds, which is about 8 or 9 hours. Yeah, the problem with aquatic plants is liquids are a very good radiation blocker. So actually getting the radiation, I think, is pretty annoying. Yeah, no, this isn't cold enough for a Megaphron anyways. The dash assault line is the way to go. I just thought it was funny that we got one. Your base is the atmosphere of cyberpunk wasteland, unsuitable for organic life. That's because it is! All the random chlorine was not my intention, but it did happen. No, Bionic superiority, for sure. You guys are actually running this now. That's good. That's getting us more polluted water as well. Yeah, so I think we will actually succeed in filling this tank up before this runs over, because now we've got 3 pumps. We've got 3 different pipes working on it. We should have that done in 3 streams, I think. Provided the pipes aren't getting interrupted, which could happen. Now, you need 2 more. There's 1 more. Okay, that's good. Yes, keep making oil for me. I definitely feel most mutations should have their radiation requirement to grow removed. Plant mutations just need a rebalance. They just need a rework, straight up. Yes, you can use the seed duplicator to get the plant mutations that you want, but it's not satisfying or rewarding. So, you shouldn't do it. Well, it is rewarding. It's just a big pain in the ass. Oh, I dug this tile. Whoops. I don't think that matters. This still counts as a nature reserve. I'm not going to worry about it. You didn't actually get around to building these tiles. You do that, then we can get all this liquid out of here. I guess it's not super urgent, but I would like to do it. You could also go up here now, that's fine. And then what we'll do as well is I'll put a conveyor loader here. And this will be the manual loader that we load anything that we want to send into the other planet onto. The other thing is we're going to need radiation. The good news is we have loads of radiation. So I think what we'll do is, if I dig this, I will get a rad bolt joint plate. Put it here. And then that could go... Oh, right, hold on. That could go like that. And then this will be a... Oh. Oh! Hold on. Okay, I know what we're doing. Don't worry about that. We'll put a rad bolt reflector here. Then I will put a rad bolt joint plate here. Then I'll put a rad bolt reflector here. Should be fine. And then we just need to put a rad bolt generator here. You need to build that right now. Please. Do have the plastic. Please do build it right now. Okay, thanks. That was a lot of oxygen. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that goes there. And then... power wire. I'm not overly happy about putting this on another power wire there, but whatever. Especially when Geotuned. I hope he reads the message, it'll speed up the process so much. What? Sorry, I haven't got my other thing today. They're so powerful. We've already geotuned a lot of the geysers here. We do have a saltwater geyser to geotune. We did geotune the polluted brine vent. And the cool steam vent's geotuned too. The satellite does not lose radiation over time. It's just constant radiation forever and you can't turn it off. So that's the con. You can't turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna have to load up YouTube chat now. I haven't got my other computer on today, so that's why I haven't read the message. You can make tons of polluted water from water using the carbon skimmer. You just need a CO2 source. Yeah, I've got the CO2 geysers. I could geotune them. We have geotuned them in the past, and we had too much. And we will geotune them if we actually run out of carbon dioxide for the slicksters, which currently does not seem likely. These ranches are actually full now. Are they? Oh, this one is too many. Really? Well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, they're actually crawling over here now, so they should actually drop down here. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Then you guys are going to start eating the carbon dioxide as well, and you're going to be glum. So let's actually relocate you here. Yeah, if the ranches are actually full, then we should just keep having the wild slickers over there. Polluted water production. Oh, with the carbon skimmer. Yeah, they turn regular water into polluted water. That's true, but we don't have a big source of regular water. Well, we do. Okay, so we could feed the 95 degrees C water from the cool steam vent and turn it into polluted water with carbon skimmers. That is true. We would need many carbon skimmers. Each carbon skimmer handles 1 kilogram per second of water, so we need 10 for the amount that we've got over here, which is possible. However, we still have enough left on the map that we don't need to do that at the moment. I think if we run out of polluted water on the map and some of these pipes start to go dry, then we'll do that, but this is 30 kilograms per second of polluted water we're dumping in here. Plus whatever we're getting from the petroleum generator. So I'm not actually that worried at the moment. I'll get some squash fries. Why I don't own a skill point. That could be booster slots. That's fine. Yeah, good idea. These have stopped growing again. Probably because we're actually just dumping the water in here so quickly. You're nearly grown. You're gonna do radiated aquatic plants? No. Sadly not. Got some random ore holes in here. They're looking after everything. This water over here is very hot now. Maybe I should start putting them here first. Right, I believe Jafer has gunked their suit, so unequip suit. I'm gonna pick that up and then get you a new suit. But yeah, we should be getting people to make gear balm pretty consistently now, so that should be fine. You will make the rad pills in here. That is fine. And then we will just leave them in here. Yeah, oh, you're using table salt at the moment. You do have caviar, don't you? I'm pretty sure I told you to stop making table salt. We probably made way too much table salt, if I'm being honest. There's too much carbon dioxide in here now. Oh. Well, that's no good. I guess I'll remove this for now, then. I think, actually... The problem is, I do need to keep it insulated. 2 carbon skimmers per steam generator full of water, 5 per 3 petroleum generators for CO2. You can do both at the same time in a dirty hot box. Yeah! It's not a bad idea. Yes, Jaffa, I remember that you had advice for PC. So, yeah, please, yes, I have seen you on Discord. I have set up a room for it. We are going to put it together and buy it at the end of the month. So any information I receive before then will be very useful. Thank you. It's easy to just use the polluted water directly from the generators. Yeah, I think we actually have enough polluted water at the moment. Unless, okay, I'll tell you what. If we actually have a clean water pipe that we're actually using, I could just run them in here. So this one is just for the bathroom loop. It is just this one. But I also probably don't need to run it all to the electrolyzers. Actually, I do, because I'm using it for all the power. I'm using it to power my base. This is actually erupting again. I've never seen someone use the decontaminated showers for making pee water. Yeah, it's really strong. I think the fact that we're just turning clean water sources into polluted water sources is the issue. We do actually kind of need the hydrogen from the water. Especially when we get downtime periods on this. We want to build it up. But it looks like we do actually have power again, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary this time, and I still want to feed this all to the slicksters. But did you actually get these out of here? No. Let's relocate you here. Yeah, you guys seem to be doing alright now. That's good. Polluted water is building up in here a little bit. Not a lot. That's okay. I'm going to plug the drills in again. I'm kind of aware this is going to break things temporarily while they're running. Because they're going to overload. Actually, yeah, don't build anything there. They do occasionally run if other things aren't running, so this will eventually clear. And then we'll get more natural gas production again. Always good when we're actually starting to unbreak all the things we broke last time. Right, so we've got 6 in here, we've got 6 in here. So now the slicksters should be going in here and getting locked in this room. And they should be breathing more carbon dioxide for us down here. And then that should gradually get sucked from the map over here. So this should sort itself out. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dig another pathway down here. Just so that we can let this out. I don't need the dupes to get this way, so I will actually just get them to dig that all out, I think. That should lower the pressure in here enough to the point where it's useful. Okay, well the good news is this liquid level is filling up enough. I could probably actually put the Pinpoket up here now. There we go! See, this is actually happening quickly enough that we can do stuff now. Good. Yeah, trying to get all this heat going is challenging. There's a lot of heat capacity over here. How's the rocket doing? So we've got a fair bit of plastic, oxalate, rad pills. Are people still eating the rad pills? I hope not. I've set... Ooh, hold on. No. Okay, so Eduardo's don't need it. Yang probably could still have it, I think. We desperately need to charge up some more power banks. We are charging them up, but we've got a bit of a surplus that we need to handle now. The dupes have been running low on their power banks. So why is the audio fading in and out when we're in menus? We're scrolling around. I pointed that out a few times now. Let's have a look at the building situation. What's left? We've still got a bit of... Okay, that's ready to go, so... If I dig this, that should work, and then you can build that tile afterwards. And then you can dig this as well. Although you don't need to dig this one. That's fine. Will dumping very hot material in the Pinpoket farm help with heating the farm quicker than tapidizers? I doubt it. It would have to be very hot. There is not a metal volcano or a regular volcano or something like that in this asteroid. It's a lot of heat capacity. But yeah, let's make some more of these. We do actually have the glass to do this, so go ahead. Good job. It's bristling. Look at it bristle. Now, are you going to give me a seed? You are. Good. There you go. That one should actually grow. Good job. So, can we just not actually reach these, or are these just not high priority? They just haven't gotten around to doing it. That's fair enough. Okay, you need to stop shooting this. Hello, Connectian. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Leofar. Oh, goodness, that's a lot of crops. It is. Right, manual use, sweep only. And then we'll decide what we want to put in this. So this is charging. But what I need to do is... When this is full, I need it to send a knocked signal to the radbolt generator to turn it off. This will probably have to do. Can we reach that? Yeah. Can I still use a thermium aquatuner as a heat source for a petroleum boiler? Yes. Can. I've fully embraced the Pinpocalypse at this point. Good. Bring magma from space POIs. Use the refinery on the P-water. Just pump and dump. Yeah, that's true. At the moment, I've turned this one mostly off, so we could put a metal refinery there. Just as a reminder, if we're making steel, which we definitely can make with this, each lot is 117 kilojoules of heat. The errand takes 40 seconds. So, with a good operating dupe, this should be more power efficient than the tapidizers. Okay, we'll put a metal refinery up here. We're already actually planning on putting the stuff here, aren't we? Well, we've already got the kilns. Yeah, why not? The only thing is, we're generating 3 kilowatts of power. I think once we're done with the glass, I might just put the metal refinery down here, actually. In fact, I might just do this now. What's going on in this big-ass box? We're gonna grow, like, so many Pinpokets, you wouldn't believe it. Pinpokets are fed with refined carbon, and they turn into Pinpokai, which can be processed into uni or diamond. So, We could use it to make a load of diamond for the marine drills, for drill codes, etc. But the main thing we're actually going to do is convert it into uni, just the edible flesh. This is 7,200 calories per kilogram. This is the most energy-dense food in the game. So, yeah, we're going to feed it all to the sap tree and get an absolutely huge amount of sap. That is the end goal of this run, and it's a bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Wait, this doesn't have the... Are we actually out of biodiesel? We're out of biodiesel! Well, that's no good. What was the plan with that? Well, where's all the phyto oil? Am I stupid? What happened? Oh, you never actually connected the pipe up. Good. Yeah, good. Okay, so we have several tons of phyto oil in here. That's fine. Good. Power banks are recharging. Now that the metal is working again, I'm going to make a load more power banks. So let's make like 40 more and get them all charged up so we can have a load of excess power banks to dump in the place. How much built-in storage do the pulverizers have? Not that much. It kept storing it up because the pipe was broken. You know, like the whole exploit with the metal refinery. I didn't intend to store it all up in here, but you can do it that way if you really want. Yeah, we have loads of bleach stone too, so this will go back into making biodiesel. But obviously that's not going to run very quickly. This consumes 2 kilograms per second, the petroleum generator. This makes... it makes 200 kilograms every 40 seconds. So that's 5 kilograms a second. Oh, okay. That's actually enough then. Interesting. Hello, Shana Plays. Hope we do well. Yeah, we'll put the metal refinery here. So let's do... metal refinery. I'm going to make it out of ceramic. We have a load of ceramic. I don't need to make this out of ceramic, but I'm going to because it amuses me. And then the pipe... Okay, we'll have the liquid reservoir right here because there's space. Doesn't overly matter what liquid we have in this. Just needs to be something we're actually going to be heating up. So this is going to come out of here. And actually, you know what? Do I even want this to be insulated? I'm probably just going to make this regular pipe going down here. And then maybe I'll make a load of zinc pipe in here. Now, obviously we could spaghetti this whole thing, and that would be funny. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to run the conductive pipe over here, where the polluted water is dropping in. That's probably fine. And then if you fill up too much, then you can go in here. And then... this needs to be prioritizing recirculating. So probably something like... Let's prioritize recirculating from this thing. Am I overthinking it again, maybe? I don't know. Let's just build this for now. Like Chaos Crusade with Echo's community, it's on a Aquatic Planet Pack seed this time, so looking for inspiration. Fair enough. Well, we're doing some stupid stuff. You ran a petroleum generator on slime. Very impressive. Yes! We actually did, because the guild goes produce so much slime when they're actually breeding properly. These guys are breeding properly now. It's still got to get up to speed, but we have some eggs in here. It's all right. It's better than nothing. So hopefully this will actually start running again. Where's the biodiesel? This needs a work errand. It sucks that this requires a work errand. The chlorine is all pushed up here now. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you're probably not actually getting your oxygen fix either, are you? Well, beggars can't be choosers. I guess we don't need any of these anymore. You're not actually consuming the sand, are you? No. No, I think they actually did change it so these don't consume sand when they haven't got the gas anymore. So we can just leave these here. If the chlorine ever gets up to this point, that's a big problem. I'm tempted to just let more oxygen out. It's still at popped eardrums threshold no matter what. Let's just let more oxygen out. I'm kind of not actually launching the rocket today. I probably should launch the rocket. This is fueled up. So that wire... Oh, right. You need to actually get in here. So you need a ladder here. Fair, fair. Okay, this should not be made out of basalt. This should be made out of this. There you go. I should probably print a sept because we want to get a hatch, I think, so we can sustainably make coal. There is plenty of coal on the map, but why not? But yeah, this could just be for making steel, because we have so much stuff for making steel with. And we can make all of this pipe, I believe. So go ahead and keep doing that. Yeah, that oxygen could float out of here. We have many, many tons of oxygen in here. This should push the chlorine down into the range of our salt lines again. And everyone will have to cope with that. Can you guys actually make it over here? I didn't remove your access. That's good. Yeah, these are still continuing to cool down because we're not actually running this all the time. Well, we are now. That's good. This is actually cooling down rather quickly. Oh, I can put some of these here, can't I? Wait, no, that's not supposed to go there. What am I talking about? The other thing is we're charging up a load of power banks, right? Didn't we just make a load of power banks? Have you guys refilled your vitals? No. Well, what's going on then? Do we just not have enough power bank charges for everyone? Maybe I just need to automate it better. We have 24 empty eco power banks. These ones are actually plugged in. Oh, you're building the pipe now. Okay, fine. I should actually, you know what I should do? I should run this pipe past the Pinpokets here, because we're actually growing them here. So I will let you do this. Is this a good use of zinc? Not sure. Some aluminium here for good measure. Okay.
Thanks for the raid.
Rock Pro player, hope you're doing well. How are you? Let me give you a shout out. What is going on in your world today? I think you've been playing some more Oxygen Not Included. I've seen it happen, I think. Why did you make me soil my suit? No specific reason. How are you? Is your suit actually soiled? Not at the moment. You're in luck. Good. What's going? Why do I have a load of power bank scraps in here? You should not have power banks in here. How's this going? This is cooling down. The guys in here actually starved before they froze, so that's not exactly what I wanted to see. But it is amusing. Yeah, we're on the Aquatic Planet Pack. We're on almost cycle 400. We have a fairly large amount of stuff going on. The main thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to grow a load of Pinpokets and fill this room full of polluted water. We are filling it with polluted water, but actually heating it up is proving a little bit challenging. Oh, you have to build this. You can't actually reach this, can you? Now, I can do that, but I just need it to be a bridge. Then we can build it. So go ahead and do this. You're making some mammoths and flock stables? Nice. Very good. But yeah, this is going to be so many Pinpokets, we're going to be able to max out the resin tree, I think, with Uni. But we need to get them to actually grow, and we need to get them all heated up. We've got a petroleum generator running over here to dump hot polluted water on this. That was the aim, anyways. What temperature does the polluted water come out at? It's at least 40 C. Okay. And the carbon dioxide is hotter. That's actually not that much heat. The biodiesel is cool. That's probably part of the issue, is that the biodiesel isn't hot, but that's okay. Right, so we're going to set this to steel, specifically. And there is a load of refined carbon here, so that should be relatively easy. And we have 10.8 tons of lime because of all the poke shell stuff we've been doing. So that's fine. And we have a load of iron too. In fact, I'm pretty sure I brought the iron here as well. No, I didn't. Okay, let's actually bring the iron here. But yeah, making the steel in the refinery should actually generate a lot more heat than running the tapidizer. So that's ideally what we're going to do. You're making it to have more diamonds later. No, we're making it to feed the Sap Tree. Uni is a very calorie-dense food. It's 7,200 calories per kilogram. It's the most calorie-dense food in the game. So we're going to feed it to the tree after making a load of it. And then that's going to give us as much sap as possible. Because the tree eats at a fixed kilogram per second rate. And we made sap before, but we haven't mass-produced it, and I thought that would be funny. And who knows, maybe we'll come back to the save if we feel like it. Once George and Minnow are on the other planet, I'll feel a lot more comfortable about this save. I am a bit worried that they haven't actually been doing any of these power banks. I think I'm probably going to leave this for now. You're not actually exploding the power banks, are you? We need to load more of them onto the rocket. It's very hard to make huge quantities of the sap. Yeah. You know, actually, maybe we don't. We've got the power bank charger here, and we have the power to run it. So, why don't we just bring our pilot on here with his power banks, and then as he consumes them, someone else can load it, and that should actually be fine. We did make some rad pills. Yeah, go for it. It's very hard to make huge quantities of sap. Yeah, exactly. I thought it would be an interesting objective to do for change. But yeah, we're on cycle 400. That's nice. I feel like things aren't really happening. What's going on? Construction supply, fabricate, ranching supply, fabricate. Yeah. Yeah, you make the biodiesel very quickly. That's good. I don't think we actually have that many people prioritizing building anymore. Eduardo, Agent Cody Powerbanks. I have building. I should probably be prioritizing that higher. You probably oh, you're the mechatronics guy. Yeah, fair enough. I'll sort you out as well. Yeah, building all these power pipe segments takes a while. I think what I might do is I might actually build these ones first and then start running this. Also, I'm pretty sure we have enough glass now. We do with a bit more glass. That's fine. We'll keep running the glass forge. The glass forge is not very efficient at making sand into glass. This is actually a situation where maybe Shatterfloxes would have been a good play. But I don't want to have loads more critter ranches, to be honest. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to uproot these ones, and then we're going to plant them up top. And that should help get rid of some more of the chlorine. Because it's in this zone now. Then I guess I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, this polluted water should all be coming out of here. I can actually just drain this as well. So let's go ahead and do that. No reason not to do that. And also, if we do that, I can actually get into the Critter Fluxomatic. Do I want to use this? I don't know. There's stuff in here. More databanks. Made a good stack of pemmican again. I believe we already have a good stack of pemmican on the rocket, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's just the leftover, that's fine. Oh, actually, maybe it isn't just the leftover. Yeah, it's an independent large stack of pemmican, that's good. Reachable toilet? I doubt that. Well, it looks like you've charged up the power banks. How about we take all of these power banks and we bring them with us? Let's add gear balm. Let's add gear balm to the list of things in here. That'll be in medical. I think I actually do have to tell you to grab that. So that is obviously over here. We have 31 gear bombs. That's good. $301 tallow gear bombs. That's fine. We'll just bring the regular gear bomb. They don't need to be fresh oil lubricated on that planet. This is overheating again a little bit. Oh, the liquid thing broke here, so now it's all just pouring out of here. You know what? I don't care. That's actually fine. I'm going to let it do it at this point, because I want to get rid of all this chlorine. And these salt lines do not work very quickly. Build the plastic tiles already under the satellite. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot, lol. Lead or plastic? Which is better? Plastic has 68% radiation blocking. Lead has 68%. I'll just do lead. We have no shortage of lead. Well, we have no shortage of plastic either. It doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to fill this with polluted water as well. Because, like, it actually doesn't matter, I don't think. So, let's actually do this and 50-50 it for a little bit. Hooray, I'm actually building stuff. Good. Okay, we've got more of these growing now. That's good. Keep it coming. We've got food poisoning, germs, and the polluted water. That's good. Someone peed in the water. Hooray. It occurs to me I could put the mesh tile here as well. That's fine. Yeah, build those pipe segments. Are we really that out of zinc? There's loads of zinc over here. Surely this is enough for our needs. In fact, actually, you could dig all of this too. There's no reason not to dig this, is there? Now that I think about it. That should help. Right, so that's 19 rad pills, 10 power banks. Where did we put the gear balm? Did you not actually move that? Or did I... Oh, did I not set it to this? I'm sure I did. So do you have any errands? You do have errands. Okay. I just need to be patient. Yeah, this is actually filling up quicker than I thought it would. I know it doesn't seem like it. Why not put a water pump at the bottom of the Pinpoket pool and use it for the refinery and then re-release it into the pool instead of these shenanigans? I don't know. I'm sure this will do. The pipe is fairly conductive. And we don't want to run a pump all the time if we don't have to. The pump's quite a lot of power. It's 240... Well, it's not that much power. It's 240 watts for 10 kilograms per second. What are we going to do with the sap? I don't know. What are we going to do with the sap? That's a good question. Sap. We're going to boil it into steam. No. Well, we are, because we're going to get the iso sap. That's actually what we're going to do. Iso sap turns into liquid naphtha. That's what we're going to do. No. Visco gel. We can make a load of visco gel. We can make a load of insulate. Don't have a load of reed fiber. Bearing in mind that the sap is 25% iso sap, we would need to have a decent amount of reed fiber production. Although, I guess we could do a load of thimble reeds. Get planted thimble reeds, anyone? We could combine it with petroleum to make a load of visco gel. Or we could just bathe in it. I think the only thing I can keep up with the reproduction of the Rexes. Well, we're still procrastinating on Rexes, so not yet. Okay, this isn't going to work. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. You have to build a ladder here. Then we can start loading this. And I think what I will do is I will cut this all off for now, and we will just loop it for now. And we'll make some of these sections radiant if we need to. But yeah, I think I don't really want to do the pumping. Thank you very much, Night Puppy, for the follow. Could do well. Damn, there goes my Rex video attempt. You'll get me next time. Nope, I've got loads of topics I need to cover. The Rexes are going to come later. We gotta do pips, we gotta do Saturn critter traps. Trust me. Also, it seems like everyone is enjoying the liquid thermoacutuna bypass video. And by enjoying, I mean they all keep commenting on the different ways they do it. I posted that short because someone asked me to, which was fair enough. I think perhaps I should have made a short about all the different ways to do it instead of, here's one way to do this. Maybe I should just make a load of shorts to do with it, but that feels like it's going to be clickbait at this point. Yeah, it's really doing well. Like, the shorts are actually doing really well now. They're starting to get a significant amount of watch hours, even compared to, like, the actual videos, which is surprising. I think this new design, this design pop up every now and then, yeah. Right, this is ready now then, right? So, we're 50-50ing the pipe segments. These are going to go into the metal refinery. You are going to run this and get some heat going. Now, the main thing is, this polluted water is going to come out very hot, so I need to make sure this is actually going to cool properly in here, which means probably watch it. I kind of wish there was a way to follow individual liquid blobs. I'm beginning to think this is not quite as conductive as I need it to be. So how about we just make this a radiant pipe? We can make all these segments radiant. And then later on I'll let it go up and down here as well. Although I don't know how relevant that is. Yeah, this is not conductive enough. That's going to need to be a yellow alert, fellas. Because otherwise this is going to explode. And in fact, it probably is going to explode anyways. I don't know why I thought I could do this without a radiant pipe. That was a bit silly. It'd be nice if there was a camera mod that did that. The follow on Dupes is jittery, needs some attention. Yeah. That's alright by me. You're going to have to actually uproot this, by the way. Wait, no you're not. No, stop. You don't actually have to do any of this. You're done. So, this should run... Are you full? You are full! Okay, you're full of rad bolts. Not full of mass. Oh, you have 2 Pinpoket. Wow, amazing. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, build those segments before this breaks. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's worth a shot. That will just explode everywhere into steam. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's actually empty this preemptively. There you go. Empty it preemptively. And then I'm gonna actually... How much glass have we got now? Is this actually enough? This will be enough with the diamond to finish everything off, so I'm going to turn this off for now. There you go. Then we should be able to run this. Okay, you have been emptied. Now this polluted water should definitely get emptied as well. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, that one's nearly ready. Yeah, go ahead and empty that. Wait, who's doing that? Oh, it's Agent Cody. There you go. Have fun. Okay, let's speed up a little bit more. Alright, so you have 27 rad pills. You have 9 eco power banks. You still need to put the friggin' gear bomb in here. Let me just yellow alert this. I think the power banks will actually be fine, because we're going to have the 1 Bionic dupe in here. We're going to have 1 Bionic dupe and the 2 organics. And we're just going to send the 3 of them over. Let's at least get to the planet today, and then we'll decide what to do once... Well, maybe we'll do the rover stuff. Might take a little while. Yeah, Eduardo, come and install the gear bomb. Should put coal on this list as well. Oh, you're coming to store coal. Well, that's not what I need. Liquid pipe is broken. Again! Yeah, so the issue with this liquid pipe is this is occasionally filling up with... Only very occasionally filling up with hot slime. To the point where it breaks the pipe. Doesn't matter what we actually make it out of. But that's okay, because they still keep making the phyto oil in the meantime. So that's not really a problem in my book. Okay. Yeah, this is the issue we're having. When this actually floods and then these guys stop breeding. That was the whole point of me doing something different with this. So let's actually remove that tile again. And then let that flow out. And then I'll set this to... set this to green. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just put another mesh tile here, because I had a mesh tile here, but I think I need them to just clamber over this however they want. You put the gear bomb in here now, that's good. Okay. So we have... You've taken all the power banks out of here. Okay, that's to be expected. This door is closed, this door is open. Why? Oh, this door is closed because we need to drop poke shells in here. And none of them are dropping because this room has approximately 42 poke shells in it, and they're all angry. So we're never getting one on its own. You know what, let's drop in a couple more poke shells. Let's clear the load a little bit. Is that actually going to work? Will it get below 5? Probably not. You know what? Sod it. Let's do 10. Dump 10 poke shells in here. There's too many of them. I'm hoping by random chance we just get a load of oak shells. Okay. This is definitely not the correct move, but I'm going to do it anyways. Dump 20 oak shells. Please. They're not actually going to work. I think this is the wrong one. Send green signal if below 1 or above. Set this to 20. That actually shut the door. It does. Okay, there we go. And now we will start dumping guys in here. But they're not all going to want to open because this room is too full. Okay, I'm going to have to do some manipulation in here, I think, then. Let's remember to set that to run again. Okay, there's some poke shells. Hello! How fun. Right, how many is this? So that's fine. I don't mind having a few extra poke shells in here. So you guys can wander this way. And then some more can get dumped in the other room. Okay, there you go. Let's get it to the point where these ranches are actually full again. Okay, now I'm going to set you to 1 again, because there's not that many in here. Good. Silly poke shells. You don't need to disinfect this. Maybe you do, but I'm not going to. You're stuck in the tile. Well, that's not really very good, is it? How many are in here now? That will probably do. So, oh, you still need 1 more in here. Okay, I think I actually need to do this then. Oh, you can't actually grab them. Why did he get shoved in the tile? Oh, good. Well, how about we do this again, then? Let's dump a load more guys. Hold on. There you go. Fun. Don't worry about this, then. I just want this to be full, so we actually start dealing with the others. Right, there you go. So now you're going to get back in here. I'm going to set you to like 10. And then I'm going to set... Yeah, I've set you to 1. So you're going to keep wandering in here. Let's get like 10 in here. Okay. What a scary room. I know, this is overfilled for sure. And I don't really want the dupes to come in here and murder all these crabs. Ethanol is still as a flooding. That's okay. Oh, right. Yeah, that is actually okay. I think the intention is that we're going to put the other things in here again now. So sweep up the gunk here as well. Thank you. And then deconstruct that. And then I'm pretty sure that would just be the pitcher pumps over here. No. It's kind of awkward. Oh, I'll do one here. I'll need to move this critter sensor out of the way. Maybe I won't do that for now. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to rotate this. Let's see. The critter condo can go here. Gotta go now. Thanks for the stream. No worries. I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for stopping by. I'll rotate this, and then we can fit the other one here. And then this is just gonna go here, I guess. I can't really reach that very well. I can reach that. I think what I'll do is I'll put the NOT gate here. Cut that off. And then I will just tell you not to bother with this. Oh, I have to actually get you to remove this. So let's actually do that. Remove that. So the good thing about the oak shells, their egg chance... Oh, I'm wrong. Never mind. Ignore me! Oak shells are good for lots of reasons, but not the one I was going to talk about. Oh, you can actually do that. Oh, you didn't need to do that then. Okay. Remove this. That's fine. Yeah, oh yeah, you can get up here now that you've actually got the things. Okay. And then this can go... Oh, right. Can I lower this? I think I may just need to put the critter sensor one tile over. So that can go here instead. Then you can remove that, and you can remove this. This can go here. That's actually important so that the oak shells and the poke shells stay in the water. That's why we have those pitcher pumps there. So they get the oak shell egg chance. Not that it really mattered that much in the end. This doesn't look like we're actually going to freeze these guys. Yeah, you can keep dumping the ethanol in here, though. Then this one is just going to be set to the same setting as this one. And it's fine that this is overfilled a little bit, because we have enough happiness that it's not a problem for them. Okay, right. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Okay, we have the eco power banks again. So let's actually go sweep those up again, and then I'll set the rocket off. Because I think we have everything we need in there now. And now we have the polluted water going in here. This is building up in the liquid tank. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to disconnect this. And you need to run this. You're not running because we don't have any biodiesel. Because we don't have any phyto oil. Because we used it all. And it's all in here. Okay. That's fine. You guys are behaving in here again. That's good. How's the Slickster situation looking? Not bad. Yeah, they are all going up here now because the ranches are full. That's a fairly large amount of Slicksters. We've got a large amount of long hair eggs too. No molten eggs. It's probably for the best. Carbon dioxide levels are lowering in here. That's okay. What's in the pod? A sweat corn. I don't think I want a sweat corn. There we go. And now you have rad pills, coal, databanks. You don't want the databanks. You need to dump the power banks in here. That needs to happen, please. And then we can go. Let's actually do the other stuff. So, select crew. It's going to be Yang, George, and Minnow. And that's it. I don't think we're going to send a fourth dupe. I could send the medical guy. I don't think that's really needed. We have enough rad pills in here now. Maybe I'll give one of the organic dupes the medical skill. That could be handy. Set destination. Here. Then view exterior. Yeah. Yeah, summon crew, begin launch sequence. I think. I don't think there's any reason not to do that. You've got the power banks in here now, so that should be fine. Yeah, go for it. Have some air. Have some air, and then we will launch, and then we will be good. We'll do all the rover stuff today, because we have time. Minnow is here, Minnow is eating. George is here, George is eating. Oh, let's not miss the launch. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go! Kaboom! Got the rover, we got the trailblazer, so we could do both those things. We're just gonna melt this pipe eventually. Probably not. All good. We made the fire pole out of steel. Does the horizontal mechanized airlock to make a tunnel into the magma asteroid still work? I haven't done a lot of that. As far as I'm aware, it still works. Okay. That's fine. So let's speed up again. Oh. I realized the problem now. Now I've actually removed all the hydrogen from this electrolyzer room. The polluted water in here is off-gassing, and we're getting some of the wrong gas in here. I believe it's all getting filtered out automatically, though. Well, I don't care about that for now. I just want to get all the hydrogen out of the room. This means I could get this working again if I wanted. There's a load of chlorine. That's not really good. I should get this working again, shouldn't I? What's the point of this? Actually, I don't think there's any point. We have too much oxygen already. Let's just leave it. You shouldn't be able to build past the closed door anymore. They fixed that? Oh. That's no good. Right, you're recirculating in here now, so let's actually get you to run. And they built the pipes in here as well, so that can go back. Oh, wait, that's not quite what I want to do. Cut, 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 cut. There you go. There's another one. I am spotting them appearing. It's gradually happening. Looks like all the chlorine is actually shifted away from this area and into this area. It's like... Should I close this up for now? Well, it has closed itself apparently. You know what? Let's just sweep this up. Oh, you can't sweep that. Let's close it up then. Actually, it's all escaping out here, isn't it? No, because there's liquids on here. Well, I'll tell you what then. I'm just going to sweep that. No, it is all escaping out here. Okay. Sure. Right, so you are going to get there in 4.5 cycles. Check that everyone's okay on here. Yeah, you're fine for now. You can make more databanks again, that's fine. You may as well actually do something. Any good way of conquering the magma asteroid? You know, I haven't actually been there. Not the one with the Niobin volcano. Isn't that kind of crazy? We played Oxygen Not Included for like 3,500 hours and I've not actually ever been to the superconductive asteroid. To be fair, we were going to go there in Sargassel Bus, and I think I literally paused at the exact moment we were about to go do it. So yeah, I guess we need more databanks, that'll do. Well, now what are we doing? What are the duplicates' errands looking like today? More fabrication supply? Well, I guess that's alright. The ore holes sorted themselves out? A little. Doesn't really look like they're growing that much iron. I'm not super convinced, I'm gonna be honest. Why is the ethanol level decreased in here? What? Oh, you dumped it all in here. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. These are supposed to be disabled. That's very funny. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. That's just like, how is the liquid level lowered? What happened? I'll enable this again. I was concerned about the carbon dioxide pressure, but apparently that's not actually an issue. Seems like the situation has worked out okay. A couple of them are still shriveling up. Okay, I've got a red alert on breathability at 100%. That's very funny. Good job. Well, it appears we are waiting for the rocket now. Is there anything else I actually want to do? Oh, I could dig this. Get this mud out of here. Any more polluted water that we want to dump? Now, I could dump this polluted water. All I would need to do is dig that tile, I think. And that would let it all down here. Okay. Take all rocks and metals with you as fast as you can make insulated tiles to protect magma from drop liquids and other metals. Materials. Pump up magma or delete with doors. Yeah, we actually had a run where we actually got rid of the whole magma biome on an asteroid by using pitcher pumpers. Pitcher pumps, getting the dupes to deliver bottles of magma to a bottle emptier, and then using automation to cut off their access path midway, so they just dump the bottle somewhere they can't grab it again. And then they were able to pump all the magma into bottles and keep it contained in the bottles. It was one of my fairly recent playthroughs, so I can't actually remember which one it was. But yeah, dig that out there. In fact, actually, you know what? Dig it out here. And then I'm just going to dig this. And then I'm also going to dig that. Yeah. This is no real good reason not to do that. Yeah, why not? So that rocket should get there in about 3 cycles. That's not very long. We'll just wait the 3 cycles, I think. This is fine. Okay, good. Yeah, this is actually working now by the looks of it. Yeah, good. With decreasing, the water temperature is increasing. It's occasionally running through this bit to heat up the polluted water at the top of the tank. So these are all starting to grow again now. Good. And you can run this again. I think I'm at the point where I'm going to get them to replace this as well. Wow, yeah, this liquid level is actually filling up quick enough. That's good. I was really, really worried that was going to be an issue, but apparently not. What are you full of these days? You're full of iron. Okay. And you are made of glass. You can go here. Looks like we got some naphtha in here again. It's not great. Yeah, you can just about reach all of this. Good. Wider has earned a skill point. Okay, so you can have extra strength boosters. Good. George? What did I say George was going to have? Oh, medicine. Yeah, George is definitely having medicine. Good. Now George can actually make the pills. I think I actually remembered that, honestly. I did remember he had doctoring, and I decided we didn't need to bring a medical boot with us. 20 to 30 kilograms per second, isn't it? So it's like a minute per tile. Yeah, exactly. Like, 1 pipe, it was going to take too long. 3 pipes, it's probably going to take a couple of streams. Also, I am getting pretty close to the point where I'm going to have to seal this, which is going to be fun. But what I could do is I could actually get in here. Oh, I know what we should do. Let's just cover this up. There's probably a more organized way of doing it, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Now, this liquid needs to go here, so dig that first. Yeah, thank you. Break in here again if we need to tidy things up. But I do actually need to make a way to get over here, so that is probably just going to be... That is probably actually just going to be more lead tiles. So, just do that for now. And... the back wall strikes again. There you go. I give it even odds someone builds themselves into the satellite room. Yeah, that tends to happen, doesn't it? I don't know. I think they'll be alright. fairly silly situation with that. Now, let's keep an eye on the water. Yeah, it cools down to about 60 degrees by the time it gets to this point. Seems fairly good. Again, all the water is coming in this side, so cooling it, heating it in this area is the most important bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to get you to do this. And then, yeah, you can remove those wall segments. They're not funnel satellites except for the 3 suits at the beginning, they had to go. Wait! Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh, the phone. What's happened? Hold on. Where am I? I didn't inspect the rubbish dump. Okay. You... Oh, God. I screwed this up. Right, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this one. We're going to put a ladder. No, that's not going to work, is it? Ah! Okay, hold on. Right, let's do that. And then I'll put a tile here. And then you can climb in here. Yeah, I forgot to rummage them. Do they need a tile to rummage? Yeah, they need a tile to rummage. We're not doing any rad bolt stuff in here at the moment. I actually forgot to rummage and inspect them. That's so stupid. This one we could do right away. Sometimes you get morbs. Well, let's find out. Very, very stupid. If you're bored, I'm going to get you to dig these out too. I can't believe it. They're fun to put in nature reserve. Yeah, look at this big old pile of blue water. I think there's some mucin up here as well that's causing the issue. Yeah, look at this. They're actually growing now. Maybe the thumbnail today will just be the Pinpokets actually growing. Yeah, but I did know. I just forgot. That's not what I wanted to do. I'll just put the ladders here for now. I guess this means I should get you to dig this as well. Then you can remove these tiles. Right, show me the money. Yes, you're getting very irradiated. It's very impressive, isn't it? Errands. Yeah, priority 9. Then what was in the other one? They haven't done it yet. It's priority 9 this. It's not very high on the list. That was a lot of data banks. Good. Okay. Sorry for the last minute reminder. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, look, there's a morb. There's 3 morbs. And an atmo suit. Good. Do I care about the morbs? Surely an injection of slime lung into the situation would be good. No, I think we're going to murder the morbs. I don't like morbs. No slime lung today. Please. Get him out of here. Okay. Oh, they did have... That one had a single slime lung germ. Good. Right, what we got? Nutrient bars? No, we're gonna do the Printercept. The fact that a couple of morbs drop out and an atmo suit implies something dark. It does. Implies that there is an imposter among us. Right, blueprint. We were gonna do something specific. Not floxes, not plug slugs. Hatch. A hatch egg. Yes. We're gonna do something with hatches at some point. Probably not today. That's good. Oh, look, we got a Blumlum in here. That's funny. You laid a Blumlum egg because of all the carbon dioxide. You can sweep that up as well so we can reduce the pressure in here. That's fine. Wow, that liquid level's dropped a fair bit. That's good. There's still all of the stuff to randomly pitcher pump out as well. I could just enable auto bottle on these. But I don't think it's a very good use of the dupe's time. Alright, how far is the rocket? The rocket is going to be there in 1.7 cycles. Well, let's keep going. This is the last stream of the week, by the way. The rest of this week, I'm going to be working on the Puff video. Not the Puff video, the Pip video. That shouldn't actually take very long, but because I'm doing it in the middle of the week, I'm kind of unsure about how long it's actually going to take. But it should definitely be doable. What's I'm going to put up here? Can't even remember. So I'm just going to insulate that. Now, you guys can actually get across here, so I am actually just going to insulate this as well now. There you go. Drowning critter dropper designed for the pips. Yeah, so pips are pretty easy to ranch. I put it off for ages, partly because I wasn't sure about the wall climbing, but that doesn't actually have an effect on the dropper design. The main reason I put it off is because I don't like them. But pip planting is very strong, and to do the Saturn critter trap video, which I really want to do, pip planting Saturn critter traps is optimal, because you don't want the plant meat. So I kind of feel obligated to do a pip video. And there's no denying that pip planting is really powerful, and I want to show off the pip planting overlay mod. It's a really good mod, and it will really help me visually explain the pip planting rules. So it's more of a mod showcase video than an actual serious ranching design, because ranching pips is actually very easy. You're either growing them with domesticated plants so you can keep the pips in a small space, or you're just using them to pip plant their own food so you can feed them for free. It's just not very complicated. And the other thing is with the pip diet, so Pip Dream, yeah. So they eat 9% growth per cycle of the arbitrary. They eat 20% per growth per cycle of the thimbleweed, or they eat the other trees. But it's not generally worth them eating the other trees because the growth rate on the arbitrary is a lot better. Wait, what? What? Oh no! He got murdered! That's no good. Get him out of here. Why are Dupes getting murdered? It's alright. I think he got better. Yeah, he's better. It's alright. Wait. It says when the Dupes have radiation sickness on here now, on the vitals menu. Oh, why doesn't it just tell you the rad amount? I'm glad it does say radiation sickness, but it just show up in the menu here. If it shows up in the disease menu here, why doesn't it show up on this menu? Very interesting. But yeah, the thing is, thimbleweeds consume so much polluted water. 20% growth per cycle of this. It grows 50% per cycle. That's so much polluted water. That's 64 kilograms per cycle per pip, so you're never doing this. You're always feeding them off of the arbitraries. Cuddle pips are just like regular pips, except they fit in less space, and they're less efficient at making dirt. They make less dirt and eat more of the plant. But they cuddle the other animals in the incubator. So there's lots of small topics, but there's not a lot of build complexity. So that was part of the reason why I actually put it off, is because I don't think you're generally going to struggle with ranching pips. But the pip planting is strong enough I should actually talk about it. Right, are you nearly there? I'm getting bored. I'm not getting bored. What about this polluted water? Can I just dump this in here? I could dump this in here. All I would need to do... Harebrained scheme time. All I would need to do is wall this. Then do that. And then do that. And then all I need to do is dig a passage through here. And then we can just let this out. Although I'll need to tile this bit. And then we don't need to pitch pump any of this. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, go ahead and do that. You haven't been making any more phyto oil. So this hasn't been getting heated. This break again? Or have you just not actually been doing it? We might not actually have enough slime. Okay, you're pumping from here again now. So let's set this to like 10 and 100 again. Avoid wasting power. But there does seem to be enough naphtha in here now. Yeah, you're multiplying up again. That's good. Yeah, eggs are increasing. Good. But there is definitely something to be said about me making videos about topics I actually know how to do instead of spending loads of time preparing a video on a topic I don't know a lot about. And I know Rexes are really important, and I promised them to people, and they are really powerful. But the Rex complexity is so high for that build design that I need to set these loaders. Hold on. I need to set this loader specifically. The build complexity is so high, I've really got to make sure that video is really good before I release it. That's why it keeps getting put off. Spare pips around is useful. Seems like a waste to drown them when you can feed them to 7 critter traps. Exactly! Like, this is the other thing. Like, we've been doing all of this discussion about critters and ranching them and using brackine to get extra meat. Feeding them to Saturn critter traps is one of the best uses of excess brackine, because it lets you turn the excess breeding into power directly with the hydrogen. The only thing is, you need an absolute ton of Saturn critter traps, because they're not actually very efficient at consuming critters. Like, they generate a lot of hydrogen, but they don't eat a lot of critters per plant. But that is worth talking about. So, I mean, that will obviously be discussed in the Saturn critter traps video. Maybe I'll put together, like, a table of how many critter traps you need per critter that is being fed. Is the pressure building up in here again? No, we're just not getting any polluted water list. Oh, you're out. Oh. That's funny. I'll do that then. That will do. How rude. Yeah, let's just priority 9 that. And then they can do that. Right, what's going on, mate? 0.3 cycles. Good. I mean, at least we have a oak shell in here, but I'm still not overly happy with this. Well, I'm happy with the setup. I just needed to actually... I needed to cool this down properly. I needed to not have a thermoregulator here. This is not cold enough. It's fine. We'll investigate that more thoroughly another time. I'm just glad the build works overall. You aren't fertilized? Oh, the dupes are bored, so they're manually fertilizing the plants. Okay. You know what? I know we don't actually need to go up here, but I don't think there's a good reason not to go up here. Though definitely don't release the sand. That's not a good idea. Then you can start digging all this back wall out. Oh, I made a mistake here again. I hate digging the back wall out. It is the most tedious thing to do. That means I need to remove this tile. I need to do that again. Oh, look! We did it! We found it! We found Drapella. Hooray! It's got tungsten volcanoes. It's got infectious polluted oxygen vents. The polluted oxygen vents are good. We'll get them tamed, and then that will be enough oxygen for George and Minnow. So here it is. Now, we are actually in space. We have some time, so let's think about this. Rockets. Rover, deploy. Where's the rover going to deploy? Somewhere we can actually do stuff. I like the... does it matter if the rover gets red? You know what? You can go there. That sounds good. Right, let's have a look. Let's get the rover sorted out first. The dupes will stay put in the meantime, and then we can get in here. Now, there is slime. There is some slime lung. It's not covered in slime lung. Okay, here's the rover. Now, the rover can dig anything that's not hard tiles. So it can dig gold amalgam. It can dig sedimentary rock. It can't dig abyssalites. So this, I believe, is the tree. So what I want to do is I want to make a liquid lock. I want to make a liquid lock that avoids giving everyone slime lung. I think we just let them go in here, surely. Like, if we just let the liquid come out here, it's that easy. There's not a lot of rock. There is some algae. The liquid level shouldn't drop below this point with this much liquid in here. The rover doesn't mind getting wet either. That is important. Need to go grab some rock. And then we can build some ladders. And then we'll probably just have them hang out with the puffs for now in this area. I'm going to give Minnow hard digging as well. That seems relevant. I didn't actually bring a guy that could do the digging. But that might not be a problem yet. We can also put a skill scrubber on this asteroid if I really care about that. So, I think all I want to do is get you to come over here, dig out this rock. That's a good amount of rock as well. So that should be enough to build with. You can dig this tile too, actually. Although I probably should have done that first. Let's have a look with the yellow alert and see what this is. That is the polluted oxygen vent. That's good. There are shine bugs in here we could use for radiation. Is that something we want to do? Should I have brought some wart seeds? Probably. That would have been a good idea. To actually get in here, I think it's going to be a bit annoying. This slime is all full of germs. I think what we will do is we will probably... Yeah, this is a bit iffy. Probably we'll need to irradiate this. It's a sad face. Look. That's no good. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we can make mesh tiles, we can make ladders. I've realized a flaw with this plan. We've actually dug out enough material that polluted water level is dropping. So let's put a tile here. Let's do that now. The liquid should still get down to this level. We did need the rock, though. There is a passageway through the slime here. The main issue is going to be getting through here. Okay, that was good timing. Oh no, that wasn't good timing. You didn't build the thing. I should have seen that coming. Well, that's fine, because what we'll do is we'll actually have the base be here. And then this will be some nice solid tiles for people to go on. Why do I have a... What on my wrist? That's so weird. I just noticed that. I don't know why I'm randomly getting warts in odd places. I've noticed that over like the last couple of months. That's a really awkward place to have it as well. I'm gonna have to scratch it. Right, why am I talking about this? There's algae, there's gold amalgam. I think a better plan than this would be to actually just have that be the liquid and have it be a liquid lock, and then have the dupes come up here instead of just drowning in polluted water. It's like they've been appearing on my hand and then disappearing after like a couple of months. It's really irritating. Right, and then this one will go here, and then that will be done. So I guess actually you can do this tile as well, and then we're done. Then what else will we do? We'll have to make some actual oxygen production. So let's put the oxygen diffuser here. There's plenty of algae for 2 dupes to start with, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's put a manual generator here. A battery can go here. Although actually this could be a jumbo battery, that's fine. Everything's gold amalgam, so that's okay for us. I can go there. And then we're gonna need a bedroom and a bathroom. Now there isn't any clean water. There also isn't any sand. So that might be annoying. There is hydrogen. There is stuff for Drecos. There is iron. Let robot climb ladder. It can. It is allowed. But let's get this built first, and then I'll decide what to do with the rest of this. We got the puffs helping out. They're gonna make slime. It's not actually helping us, but they're trying. Let's speed up a little bit. I don't think there's anything urgent going on the other asteroid. Perhaps actually having these be mesh tiles so it off gases would be better, but I don't know. You know what, let's speed through it. This guy is not very fast. If we just set up basic infrastructure first, then we can start to decontaminate the asteroid in a bit. We'll definitely need... I think we'll definitely just bring some warts. I'm sure the rocket will create some sand for you. That's true. That's kind of funny. I will also get it to just dig the algae out, because we will want the algae for sure. And we can grab a fair bit of this. Do that last. Yeah, that's fine. I do like the little arm with the little gun. You know, you gotta give the rovers the guns too. I can't wait for the DLC we could put bionic boosters in the rovers. That'd be interesting. Right, there we go. That's a liquid lock. That should last for a long time as well. That's a lot of polluted water. I'm aware there's going to be some off-gassing over here, but that's fine. Right, so... I think what I will do is I will dig this down. And then we'll get in here and start looking at all of this material. We'll keep that separate from the... Yeah, I'll keep that separate from the rest of the stuff. I think for now, we'll have a ladder here too. And then... Probably don't want more high rooms at the moment. Do something like that. But my point is, we have the manual generator, we have oxygen diffuser, we have algae. So I think we're at the point where we can land our friends. So let's save it. I did exactly what you're doing once and forgot to send colonists for like 1,000 cycles, came back and half the asteroid had evaporated. No. Okay. Select duplicant. Let's send George first. Deploy George. You can land here, actually. That's fine. So don't dig this rock. I think George will be alright now. Let's actually have the thumbnail be George landing. I think that's a bit of a different thumbnail. There he is. It's George! Right, that's okay. You can get in here and start doing things. Scolding? What? Why are you scolding? How dare you? I do not understand. You need to run on this so that we can run this building to get you oxygen. Okay, and now you need to load that. Is this the right order to do the tasks in? Maybe. Yeah. You gotta... Okay. You are breathing the fumes. That is kind of what I wanted you to do. Not exactly what I wanted you to do. This will be the bedroom. So, furniture, we'll just have 2 cots. Actually, that's true. This is not going to be a very big bedroom. That's okay. Are we out of rock? We are out of rock. Well, that's no good. Yeah, keep breathing in those yummy fumes. Load that up. Now you're going to have some oxygen. Now you're making the stew. There you go. Okay. So we need to do a rock crusher, which is 4 tiles high. Good job. Now, it should be noted, this area is not full of germs. It's the rest of it that's the issue. So how about we actually... We've got to dig past this. That's space exposed. That is... Obviously the rock crusher counts as industrial machinery, but we can actually dig out most of this. So I think what we need to do is we need to make the rock crusher... Yeah. Let's make it the teeth. You can put that right here, because that slime isn't going to cause any issues. Then we can make some refined metal and make the rocket platform and land the rocket. Then get Minnow out and get our Bionic dupe out as well. And maybe we can just get some extra boosters for our Bionic dupe for now. Honestly, don't get how this has even appeared. I don't even know what it is. It's very irritating. Maybe I'll just make this the bedroom for now. I mean, I know it's full of carbon dioxide. That's not very helpful for everyone. Yeah, great. We only need 2 beds, so that's fine. The wire will need to go here, and that will actually warrant a lamp at some point. Yes, poop the slime, poop the slime. We'll want the carbon dioxide to go down here as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave that bit, then I can dig around it to the rest. Okay, I can't dig that. I could tile this now, but we need to get some rock first, don't we? Did you get enough steel for platform by deconstructing Wally Rocket? That's true. I did make these both out of steel. Okay, we can just do that. Well, we'll want a rock crusher at some point, surely. We'll need a rock crusher to process the friggin' Pinpokets. So, there's no reason not to do that. We'll just make sure it actually has a lamp. I want to make a little bit more refined metal for everything, surely. The printables are available. Plug sluglet, there you go. You are smart. The funny thing is, I don't like to disassemble these just because I like how they look. I want the history. I want the history on the map. But you got to do what you got to do. You are actually out of food. That is true. You have plenty of calories stored. You will also need to pee. This is definitely an outhouse situation to start with. I think the outhouse is going to go out here. Because we're probably not going to decontaminate everyone, right? Yeah, we can dig this too. That's fine. And you can just outhouse here. What? Oh my. What happened? It's a lot of steam. Well... how did that happen? Good. Well, what are we going to do with all that steam? Because that's all going to condense into water. This... okay. At least it's not particularly hot steam. That's kind of not what I wanted to do right now. This is one way to get a load of gunk out of these tanks. Disable auto repair on that. This is going to need to be remade out of friggin' ceramic. Yeah, make this one out of gold amalgam. You know what? Make it out of steel. I think I noticed that. Yeah. What is actually going to happen? This is all going to condense it down. What I could do is I could dig a little heat trap up here. That would help, I think. I'm going to have to disable this, though, because there's too much water here. There's going to be too much water here anyways. No battery alert. What? Oh no, this is fine. They have more batteries, they charge up. George is asleep. That was not quite the right timing. So, where are we going to put the rocket? I don't actually want to cook everything. Well, actually, why don't we just cook a path down to the tree? Is that a stupid idea? Yes, because then we won't be able to get in there without an exosuit. But we could have Yang be the one to deliver stuff. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good plan. I'm just going to do a ladder. Then what we'll have to do is we'll have to keep expanding the room out into here, I think. But the rover could still dig everything. I really do need to pay more attention to this. So you are going to be... I don't really want to make you out of steel, but I don't think I really have a choice. Don't auto-repair these. These can break. Is there going to be a way for me to get this steam back in the room? I don't know. A load of water up here I could pour on this to cool it down, but again, I don't think that's actually the issue here. I could get you to dig up here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of keen to get up here and start doing stuff. So, why not? Make a bit more space. Oh. That needed to be locked too. Well, we're not doing anything with this at the moment. We'll fix that later. That means the dupes are going to have to swim to get in here. That's fine. Right, I can't let that split my focus too much, because we actually do have to do this. So, cot. Probably just a storage bin, right? Or something. What are you doing, George? Right. We need ladders. I think what we're going to do... I mean, let's definitely dig out the algae. Let's dig out this. I don't think there's any reason not to dig all this material from the surface. And then what I'll do is I'll put a ladder here, a ladder here, a ladder here. And then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. One more ladder. And then the rocket platform can go here. And then we'll obviously need to build ladders so that the dupes can reach everything as well. That's always the bit that I actually forget. Is this... Oh, this isn't even high enough, is it? Oh, God. Yeah, I guess we are gonna... Okay, back to plan B. We're gonna have to actually cook this to land the rocket. Oh, wrong thing. Right, well, I guess if we're actually planning on cooking it, then... Let's just dig all the way down to the slime zone and cook the slime zone, right? That should be the plan. And then just cook all of these tiles. It seems kind of silly, but I'll allow it. Oh, we're gonna get meteors? Wait, we're gonna get meteors now? Really? I was indecisive, now not so sure. Got max gas pressure from the CO2. I'll let you... don't dig that slime. If you dig that, that will help you get that as well. Don't dig the slime. I'm not sure you can reach all of that in here, but that's okay. Okay, speed it up. There's no slime on those tiles. We got buddy buds. that helpful to us? I'm not entirely sure. Still overheating. Okay, it's just these three now. So suppress. This looks like a lot of steam. I think it's the same steam. We've had a minor escapade. That ice is gonna melt. I think perhaps, actually, let's just pour this water in here and call it a day. Yes, this is all very helpful. Is this mercury actually letting out more steam? I don't think it is. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good, yeah. Good, right, okay. Right, so we're going to build the rocket platform right here, so we can actually fit the rocket here. This surely won't go wrong. And then the ladder, I think I am just going to put that all the way up here. And we can land this, and at least we have some supplies to survive on for a little while. And then I think we'll probably wrap it up, because I'm going to need to think about this in depth next week. Now, how many tiles is that? That is tall enough. Good. Okay. So, obviously we're going to set this to Pinpoket when we get them, but that's not relevant yet. Need the outhouse, so do build the outhouse. Also want a gunk extractor, for sure. Good thing is I can keep expanding this out over here. We don't hit space exposure for a while. So that's good. That means I can keep digging this slime out as well. I need you to priority 9. Oh, right. Yeah. Focus on the other stuff first, but you do need to do the outhouse as well. Oh, this collapsed. That's not good. Do we have dirt? I'm not sure we have dirt. Well, we have one way of making dirt, don't we? Crush rock into sand if we really care about that. You're getting irradiated? There is a fair amount of radiation out in space. That's not good. Good old George. Oh, he made a mess? He's peed on the rocket. Although, actually, I think he's peeing in space, so it doesn't matter. That's good. There's the outhouse. There is no dirt. There's clay. There is a single tile of dirt on the geyser. That's usually how it goes, isn't it? You remember when we were doing that on those Bionic dupe runs to try and get things to work? That was odd. Hope your bladder's not too high. Oh yeah, of course it isn't. You just peed yourself. Hello, Mimic. Yes, I did hear about that. We have turned it off. We turned it off as soon as we did find out about that. Hook the slime into dirt with the rocket exhaust. Yeah, some of that is going to happen. For sure. So we'll just let that happen, I think. That way we could actually get in here to the tree as well, but that might be a Yang-only job. At least George is able to breathe in the microscopic amount of oxygen that is off-gassing from here. Okay, so there we go. Achievement earned. Which achievement? Build a launch pad in the world without a teleporter. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's save it again. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to get Jorge out of the way. The rocket. So let's get him in here. And then we'll land the rocket and the minnow can join him. It was a good old fun exploit in which you can meter in gas and they'll just refill their breath bar. Yeah. Okay, let's land. Land the rocket. Construct the Rudy. Okay, well maybe this will be the thumbnail. Although actually, it's a bit close to the edge. I don't like when it's close to the edge. Yeah, look at that. Just fits. Are we gonna melt all these ladders? That would be funny. How's it going? Yeah, there's some dirt. Look, it was dirt all along. It was dirt all along. The best dirt that you make is the dirt you make along the way. Good. Okay. Yeah, there's some steam. Just a little bit of steam. We didn't melt the ladders. Maybe we will still melt the ladders. But look! Look, there's Yang. He's out. Minnow is probably going to come out too. That's good. Okay, cancel auto delivery on that. We do have enough fuel to go back, right? Select destination. Home. Yes, good. So we can do that as soon as we want, but obviously there is lots of oxygen. There's lots of oxygen in here. Plastic, gear balm, rad pills. I think rad pills will be handy over here in general, just because of everything going on. So let's do that. Let's set up the payload beacon. That seems fairly obvious. So targeting beacon. Let's make like 10 lots of gold. And we can start landing some wart seeds here. But yeah, we did it. Now, Minnow, are you gonna... Okay, you know what? If Minnow's out here and she's alright, then the rest of you guys are just wimps. Okay, Minnow is scolding. There. I think this should solve itself fairly soon. Or are you just going to scold yourself on minute amounts of carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen forever now? Also, if we look at the germs are still here, but they're dying very quickly. And also, we made a load of dirt, so I think we can just get in here and do this. But that's obviously going to have to cool down for a bit. Will we do that before the rocket launches? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is alright. People can help out. We need to set idleness on here. So we know what's going on. We got mushrooms. That's good. There's plenty of pemmican on the rocket. So let's actually set this to... Set this to not grounded. So everyone can use this now. Okay. I think we're actually good on that front then. We've obviously got a bit of a situation here, but that is gonna have to wait. That's very funny. Oh, looks like we've ended up with some water in here after all. Well, that did actually trick the slicksters into going up and out of the room. So maybe I can't complain about this. Maybe that's actually fine for now. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to wrap it up here. We had a good run. No, I mean, it's good. It's good. Things are getting done. Let's actually have a very quick look at the Pinpokets as well before we go, because I kind of left them for a while. They are growing. They are multiplying. The Allhull is impressed. We're getting there. But, yeah. Music. We will be back next week. Things are going well. Things and stuff. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. If you're still here from Carry Actually or Croc Pro Players raids earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. I do appreciate your company. We've hit 3,000 YouTube subscribers today, so if you're subscribed on YouTube, thank you very much for sticking around as well. If you're not, you will get notifications when I go live, and you will get notifications when I post videos. There should be a video coming out this week on Puffs. So, not Puffs, Pips. I don't know why I keep getting them confused, but yes, thanks for hanging out, Bane and Charlie Kelly and Zarek and everyone. I think we're feeling pretty good. We actually found the asteroid. We've landed. We'll unveil the tree next week. We'll need to send a few things over, but the payloads are ready to go. I don't think that's going to be any concern. So I think the rest of this run, I'm mostly just going to focus on sending the Pinpokets over and starting to harvest, starting to sort the tree out. We may need to bring one more dupe over because Ren had mechatronics and that was actually important for what we're doing. Or I could just get someone to make Yang a booster. We could just leave Yang there with the rocket. I don't know. We'll leave it for a while just because the rocket has all the materials on it. But we'll see. There's also the Discord if you feel like hanging out on there. And then let's go raid someone. I don't know who we're going to go raid. We haven't been raiding a lot of people recently, but I probably should. Then I can investigate what this thing on my wrist is because it's really annoying me. Playing Oxygen, not in Oxygen today. Let's go raid Stinger's Playground. Sounds good. Friend of the channel, fellow Oxygen Not Included player. Let's go say hi. We'll be back next week. But enjoy the cooler weather if you're in the UK. I'm very glad it's cooler now. It means I can actually focus on things again. Looking forward to it. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.